Please may come in, sir. Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Please.
Thank you, sir.
Your name is
Rishikesh, sir.
Rishikesh Vijay.
Vijay is my father's name, sir.
So it's Rishikesh, but
Rishikesh Vijay Thakre, full name, sir.
Rishikesh Vijay Thakre, please introduce yourself to the board.
Yes, sir. Sir, my name is Rishikesh. I come from Akola, which is a town in Maharashtra. And I have completed my BTech in Mechanical Engineering from IIT Bombay in 2018. Sir, I have 1 year of working experience at Bharat Petroleum as a management trainee. Also, I have did one technical internship at Oxford Brookes University, which is related to gear design optimization. Apart from this, sir, my hobbies are listening to audiobooks, cooking, and recreational cycling.
You are still working in BPCA?
No, sir, I have actually resigned in 2019, sir.
Why?
Sir, I want to fully prepare for the civil services, and with the job, it was not actually possible to completely focus on that. So that's why.
Is there no provision to take leave and go for preparation? Is there any ban on that?
In BPCL, there was no such provision, sir.
Why? The government of India allows everywhere.
Sir, I think PSU have some different policies regarding this.
So, suppose you become an administrator, will you not go in for that the policies between a government organization and the government should be same?
Sir, considering the public sector enterprise, little bit autonomy is given to them in case of the day-to-day administration and also handling the human resource. So that's why I think the policies are different.
It is said that we are a welfare state.
Yes, sir.
So when the state is a welfare state, so all policies definitely will have the basic content of welfareism.
Yes.
Then this is government, that is part government. 70%, 80% owned. Why can't that all be replicated straight away to the public sector also?
Sir, as far as I can consider, because the enterprises also have to perform the businesses and they have to actually maintain
there are still many enterprises which are in loss and yet government is supporting them financially.
Yes, sir. Sir, but in order to stay competitive in the market, to improve the efficiency of the work and to achieve the targets, I think they have been exercising.
It is that, then just tell us something about the Indian oil market. Economically, politically, diplomatically.
Yes. Sir, majorly our oil market, 80% we import from the outer country.
80 or 85?
Around 80-85, sir. It varies every year.
You are working in the public sector, you should be very precise.
Yes, sir. Sir, but every year it changes, but more or less the number remains in that margin, sir. So, and 20% is the domestic production, mainly from the Bombay High and from the Krishna Godavari basin and also Assam reserves, which we have.
Nothing from the north, Rajasthan?
Yes, sir. In Rajasthan also, in Barmer district, we have reserves, sir.
Is the production already undertaken or not?
Yes, sir. KN India is the company which is undertaking the production, sir.
What is the problem with the Rajasthan oil?
Sorry, sir. I will have to read about it, sir.
Continue.
Sir, so actually economic implications, if we talk, so we have to actually pay a lot of foreign exchange. So that charges the public exchequers. So it is a huge burden on Indian economy. Secondly, it also makes us vulnerable to the international shocks, like the war which is happening recently, the Russia-Ukraine war, and the tensions in the Gulf region. So that in a way makes the oil prices rise and inflation also increases in the Indian economy.
Are we beneficiary of the Russian-Ukraine war or a loser?
Sir, we have been benefited by the discounted oil which India is purchasing from the Russia.
Some new term, financial term has been coined. What is that which is being levied on the some sort of this thing on public sector or the oil producing companies?
Sorry, sir, I'm not aware about the exact terms, sir.
Rishikesh,
Yes, sir.
since long, privatization of BPCL is pending. We have heard it many times, but it's not maturing. What is the hitch?
Sir, government actually have like brought many proposals in the past regarding the privatization of BPCL. But sir, considering the operational efficiency which the BPCL is having, and also the market is not ready for the transaction, and there are very high conditions which the government has put for any buyer to contest in the bid for the BPCL. So that's why it's difficult for the government also to privatize it.
You have written rural activities at your extracurricular.
Yes, sir.
What do you do in rural activities? What sort of rural activities you do? You indulge in?
Sir, I was a part of a group for rural activities in the college, and the group used to organize a trip to the village where an NGO, Shiv Shakti, and the administration were collaborating and working on the rural problems. And the purpose of this visit was to sensitize the students with the ground level problems, and so that when in future they can also apply such kind of solutions in whichever field they go.
There is an influx to urban areas from rural areas.
Yes, sir.
Why it is so?
Sir, there are various push factors like less availability of the infrastructure, good education, lack of good education and health facilities, and less employment opportunities in rural areas. But at the same time, there are some pull factors as well, like the good standard of living, good opportunities for the job, livelihood, more income, good health facilities. So these are the major reasons why rural population is actually migrating to the urban population.
Where we have failed to provide all these facilities in rural areas.
Sir, efforts are going on, sir, in many areas where improvement by various government schemes are being done, like the Jal Jeevan mission, the Jal Shakti mission, where overall infrastructure is to be improved. Even the rural mission is there. So, but the pace of the progress is little bit slow, sir.
Well, giving preference to the zones or the states, you have given preference to Maharashtra and Madhya Pradesh, and you don't want to serve any other state. Why it is so?
Sir, actually, I belong to the low vision category. So in that, we just have to give two preferences. One will be the home state, and another will be for the uh, any other state from that particular zone. So my zone was zone 3. So in that, I gave first for Maharashtra and second for MP, sir.
But you have opted for other central services where the all India levelity lies.
Sir, but it was not actually allowed in the format the first place.
Then you have opted for Indian Foreign Service also.
Yes, sir.
You want to stay in Maharashtra and Madhya Pradesh, but you want to go to foreign also for foreign service.
No, sir. I'm actually ready to serve in any state at any place. But sir, according to the rule, I was actually not allowed to fill up the other states. Otherwise, I am ready to serve at any location, sir.
What is the function of the Finance Commission?
Sir, Finance Commission is actually set up regularly after the interval of 5 years, and main function is to distribute the finances from the central pool. It actually ensures the central this vertical distribution as well as the horizontal distribution among the states. So it recommends on the various measures which can also be taken for the State Finance Commission to improve their pool, so that local government finances are also improved, and overall recommendations are also given for the improvement of financial health.
Don't you feel that the vertical distribution is discriminatory against a well of states?
Sir, considering it as a discriminatory, I think will be too far-fetched because there are various parameters based on which we determine the distribution, like the income distance is there. Then also in 15 Finance Commission, the tax efforts, then population control efforts are also being taken into consideration while deciding the distribution. So this actually gives more finance to the developed state. So in a way, saying it discriminatory will not be exactly correct, sir.
You have written that you like Maharashtrian cooking,
Yes, sir.
right? What's your specialty?
Sir, I prepare a lot of food items. Specialty is the masala bhat, which I prepare, and other Varahdi cuisines also, like the pithala bhakri is the famous. Then also kande pohe is I am very much fond of. Then also dry fruit upma, puran podi. So all these are favorite items which I cook.
Why don't you open a restaurant?
Sir,
You can cook so many things.
sir, that is that is a good idea, sir. But actually, I'm not ready for it right now. But I will definitely try to do that if in the spare time, in later age maybe.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Rishikesh,
Yes, sir.
you have done mechanical engineering
Yes,
and
sir.
then shifted to anthropology.
Yes, sir.
Why?
Sir, there are actually 2-3 reasons. First of all, sir, mechanical engineering syllabus is quite vast, and considering it as a competitive examination, so anthropology actually gives edge on it. And secondly, sir, there is less use of the mechanical engineering in general studies paper. But anthropology, on the other hand, can actually be used in many of the general studies paper. And thirdly, sir, when I analyze the different subjects for choosing anthropology, so I actually developed a deep interest in anthropology. The syllabus was quite diverse, and I thought it can be utilized well in the administration even after I get selected. And that pursuing that interest, sir, I am also recently taken admission to the masters in anthropology from IGNOU, sir.
What is your take on the evolution of mankind theory versus Puranic literature of India?
Sir, over like the scientific theory which are prevalent in the arena, so more or less it is said that the humans have been evolved from the Dryopithecus, Australopithecus to the Neanderthals, and finally the Homo sapiens. And
Homo sapiens or sapiens sapiens?
yes, sir, Homo sapiens sapiens. That is the current species which is alive, and the natural selection has played a quite important role in it. Also, the cognitive revolution which has happened among the Homo sapiens, so that has supported, and actually that has favored the human evolution in the way. Also, in the way like agriculture revolution happened, technology evolved, tool making, and ability of the human to cooperate. So all these factors resulted into the evolution.
But what about our Vedic literature, Puranic literature, which talks about thousands and thousands of years when the mankind was already evolved?
Sir, I think the literature need to be studied further, and a scientific research need to be conducted on that to establish the reality of the thoughts, sir. And in case of the Vedic literature, recent like works are going on which are trying to find out the archaeological evidences of the content which has been mentioned in the Vedic literatures and try to establish the evolutionary lines. So right now the work is undergoing on it.
How will you use your mechanical engineering in the welfare of the people?
Sir, mechanical engineering actually has quite diverse options which can be used in the welfare of the people. Like we can use it in improving the urban infrastructure. specifically considering the sewage system, drainage system, which can actually help.
They are coming under civil engineering, not in the mechanical engineering.
Yes, sir. But it also involves certain machineries, like the recent invention of the Bandikut, which is actually used to replace the manual scavenging. So in that mechanical engineering inventions can be used. Then, sir, centralized cooling system is also there of the buildings which are operating. So in that designing and idea of the thermodynamics, so that can be utilized. So these are some of the applications of the mechanical engineering.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Rishikesh.
Yes, sir.
So, when did you you have posted somewhere in BPCL when you were in BPCL?
Sir, I was working in Mumbai.
Mumbai, as in refinery or some corporate office?
Mumbai in corporate office in natural gas department.
Okay. So that was the only, that was the first and the last posting that you got?
Yes, sir.
So under management training, which department, like which wing you are working in, like ENP?
Natural gas, sir.
Natural gas. Okay. So you work there for like all the. Have you heard of fire triangle? Fire triangle. What is it?
Sir, fire triangle actually consists of the fuel, then oxygen.
What is it?
It actually talks about three elements which are basically responsible for fire to take place. And while the fire is undertaken, we try to at least remove one of the elements so that the circuit is broken and the fire should stop.
But fire is good. Fire is considered to be one of the greatest invention of human beings.
Sir, but it's also hazard in, especially
You're
in the
talking about fire
refineries.
safety.
Yes, sir.
So clarify that, not fire.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Go ahead. Yes. So what happens?
Sir, specifically, it is one of the great hazard in the refineries and LPG bottling plant, and also retail outlets, which the BPCL have. So, in that, actually, in initial days only, fire safety training has been given to all of the employees, and the knowledge of the fire triangle has been.
Okay, what all BPCL produces?
Sir, major products of BPCL are petrol, diesel, then benzene, ethanol, and also no, sorry, sir, ethanol is input, not output. Aviation turbine.
What plant is generally used in, or is BPCL planning for ethanol also? Which plant?
Bandara, they are planning to establish a biofuel refinery which will produce ethanol.
Plant, as in the vegetable plant, botanical plant.
Yes, sir. That I think sugarcane bagases are being used for the ethanol production.
Have you heard of Jatropha tree?
Yes, sir. Jatropha is also one of the inputs.
Okay, so you were talking about the produce of different produces of BPCL. Yes.
Then, so aviation turbine fuel, this fuel is there, LPG is there, and this much natural gas is also there, sir.
Okay. So, what is the highest revenue earning, net revenue earning element for BPCL? Okay, BPCL is in loss or?
No, sir, in profit, sir.
Okay. So, why do we need subsidies? If it is in profit, why do we need subsidies from the government for the petrol and diesel?
Sir, as far as I know, on petrol and diesel, there is no subsidy from the government, sir.
Okay, then how does government is declaring in the public rallies that will reduce it to 400? Who is BPCL is paying for that reduction in LPG?
No, sir. The taxes which the government is imposing, so that slab will be reduced little bit.
Good. So, which is the highest revenue earning element?
So exactly, I'm not aware about the which element.
Are you working in corporate office? Ballard Pier, right? Fort area.
Yes, sir.
So,
sir,
is it petrol, diesel? Is it ATF?
Sir, I will have to read more about it, sir.
Are you as in BPCL into lubricants?
No, sir.
You're not producing lubricants?
Actually, there is BPCL is having separate department like.
Okay. What is natural monopoly?
Sir, like natural monopoly is established when particular organization is working in sector which is actually not possible for other partners to
Give me any example of natural monopoly sector.
like sir, railways, where natural monopoly is of the government, sir.
Any other example?
Defense is also one of the example where the government is having the natural monopoly.
Defense is not a natural monopoly. Anyway, you talked about Maharashtrian cuisine. Is there any traditional, established, formal category called Maharashtrian cuisines? What I have heard is Varadi cuisines for sure. I have heard about Khandeshi cuisines. I have heard about Konkani cuisines. Is there anything called Maharashtrian cuisines?
Sir, specifically, like there is no such category, but considering most of the dishes, it is generally called as a Maharashtrian dishes.
So why Maharashtrian only?
No, sir.
Because you are not bringing in any cultural tone here. You are just bringing in administrative thing. Because you may not know how things are produced in Konkan.
Yes, sir.
You may not be knowing it how to do it.
Yes, sir.
So your Maharashtrian actually means Varadi only.
More or less, sir, variety, but also few dishes I try from other regions as well as from the other states also. Like South Indian food also sometimes I cook, but majorly, frequently, which I cook is the Maharashtrian dishes, sir.
Okay. Thank you, Rishikesh.
Thank you, sir.